Hey, welcome to the Tech on Tap podcast. I mean, the Virtually Speaking podcast. Joining us, John, is our good old friend, Mr. Glenn Sizemore. Glenn, welcome back.
Hey, Pete. Hey, John. How you guys doing? It's great to be back.
Yeah, a little history lesson for those that maybe are newer to the podcast. But yeah, I used to work at NetApp, and I used to do a podcast there with Tech on Tap. And this was my awesome co-host, Glenn Sizemore. So great to be podcasting with you again, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm always willing to grab the mic with you, buddy.
Absolutely, man. And by the way, that shirt is fantastic. I need the shirt. I need one of those end shirts. Are you going to be able to hook me up later?
We can see if we can make it happen.
Nice, I like it.
It'll be a trade.
So Glenn, you're over at NetApp these days, and you're here at VMware Explore, obviously with us, 2025. What's the big news at the NetApp booth this week?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff that we're talking about. The main thing that I'm here talking about this week is NetApp Disaster Recovery, which is part of our BlueXP SaaS portfolio umbrella, right? A series of services that NetApp offers to our customers to do enhanced data management capabilities. So there's things like backup and recovery, ransomware protection, and then disaster recovery.
Okay.
Right? Disaster recovery specifically, I'm focused on VMware Workloads. So this week for me, these are my core customers. This is the audience. These are the workloads that I'm here to support. So it's just a great opportunity for us to get nice and close, get some good feedback, hear how the community is thinking, right? And see how everything's going.
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously, NetApp's a huge partner of VMware. We've been working together for many years, and disaster recovery hasn't gone anywhere. It's been around for a long time. So what does this solution look like from a NetApp perspective?
Yeah, it's a great question. So honestly, the shorthand that I would use to explain this in an elevator to someone who already knows a lot about VMware is this is a site recovery manager for NetApp only, right? That's the shorthand version. The slightly longer version is it's a SaaS orchestrated service that enables you to do simplified disaster recovery management of VMware workloads using data on tap. So the SnapMirror is the data transport for all protection, right? It's all array-based. We do offloads for absolutely everything. It knows how to use all of the intelligent data management functionality and features that are available in Data on Tap. All of that's just built into the product, right? But it's unique to NetApp customers.
Okay. So I'm a NetApp customer. I'm very familiar with SnapMirror. I love it. I love my FlexClones. I love my SnapMirrors. Can I go into this tool and actually create SnapMirrors as part of the process, or does it have to be already created?
Yeah, it's a great question. Absolutely. So you can go in and as part of the process, you can create a new replication plan is what we call it. And it steps you through the process. It's a guided wizard that makes it nice and easy to configure a disaster recovery relationship. You go through, you select the virtual machines or data stores that you want to protect, and then you go through and you configure a series of mappings data, right? You tell us going from data center 1, cluster 1, I want to go to data center 2, cluster 3, right? And then you'll do the same with your virtual networks, right? Going from VM network 1, map to VM network 2. And then the last thing that you're going to do is tell us about the storage environment. And if there's already a SnapMirror relationship, we'll discover and use that relationship so you don't have to create it through the tool. But if there isn't one there already, we will go through and guide you through the process of standing up a new replication relationship and getting that SnapMirror flowing.
So I understand, a lot of people use FAS and are working with ONTAP. They're not just, running the virtual machines there, but they also have unstructured data or other things that is key to that data. Is that also going to bring that along or bring those vFilers over and so forth?
Yeah, it's a great question. So today we're focused on VMware Workloads. That's the main thing that we support right now. But unstructured data, generic file shares, it's an often ask that I hear. It's something that we're definitely thinking about. If that sounds interesting to you, I'd encourage you to watch that space.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're over here, you got the NetApp booth over here, you guys doing demos. I have not seen this yet myself. I'd love to see it. Maybe we can leave links to it in the show notes to see what this looks like. But are we talking full-on recovery within this tool as well? Like, so we create this plan, we get to a disaster recovery. Walk me through what that would look like.
Yeah, so the easiest way to do it, after you get a replication plan created, and you're set up in the tool, right? The next thing that most customers want to do is a test failover.
Got to test.
Yeah. So they'll kick off a test failover. And what a test failover will do is it executes every single aspect of failover, the very same code that's going to be written when you do a real failover. The only thing that's different is instead of breaking the SnapMirror, we FlexClone the destination. right? So what that means
Create
is
a writable clone.
yeah, we get a writable clone. So the replication continues to flow, production continues to run. There is no disruption. There is no interruption of any kind. We just bring up a seamless copy of the data and then spin that up as your test. Now, once that test is successful, we're nice and confident. We know everything's going to work, right? Sometime later, we get a bad day, right? Something happens. We need to fail over. Well, all we need to do is just log into the Cloud Services console, go to the replication plan in question, and trigger a failover. It's a simple confirmation prompt, hit OK, and about 5 to 10 minutes later, we're up and running in the destination.
Yeah, this definitely sounds like SRM to me. It sounds like very simple, and that's what you want when you're talking about disaster recovery.
Yeah, I mean, that's what customers demand and expect at this point. Now, what NetApp Disaster Recovery won't do for you is generic replication, right? We don't have vSphere replication. We don't do just generic whatever. It only works with NetApp products. But if it's a NetApp product, whether it be a FAS or an all-flash FAS or an all-SAN array, right, they're all supported, they'll all work. If it's powered by ONTAP, it'll work with NetApp DR.
I like it. It definitely brought back some memories when John called it a vFiler. So from a cost perspective, what are we looking at?
Yeah, that's a great question. So that's really the main, what I'll often get from some customers is, okay, great, but why would I do that? And the short answer is because price matters and because TCO matters. Disaster recovery is some of the most expensive things that organizations do. Not just because the fact that you have to have somewhere to fail over to, right? There has to be a second site, right? But also, traditionally, the software that you're paying for to manage those failovers, it's not been cheap. It's been rather, they're pretty proud of that software. So when we were looking at a NetApp-only solution, we had to price it accordingly. So this is a marketplace offer. It's available in Amazon, Google, or Azure. You can also buy it directly from NetApp, but we primarily transact through the marketplace. And it's publicly available. The list price is about 3 cents per gig per month. If you do the math on that, that's about $368 per terabyte per year to protect your workload. And that's regardless of how many virtual machines you have. And that's the main thing that makes this different. We don't license on a per VM basis. We license based on the amount of capacity we're protecting.
Okay.
So I guess one question, since she's going through the public cloud marketplace, does this work with the public cloud VMware solutions? So can I work with GCVE or?
Yeah, it's a great question. So today we support on-prem to on-prem, obviously. We also support on-prem to EVS or VMC on AWS.
Yep.
So we've got the Amazon marketplace. And then we're actively working to extend support for Azure and Google.
Okay.
Nice, very nice. Well, yeah, for those that are interested in this solution, you can go to netapp.com. I'm sure there's a better link, but that's probably the easiest one to get to, I'm sure. We're going to leave links to this product on the show notes of this podcast. Glenn, any closing thoughts before you leave?
No, it's just great to be back for another VMware Explore. I still want to call it VMworld. That's never going to go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we can change it back next year. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
I'm down.
We'll send a request.